Hello everyone, this is Darren with Madcaptoys. I'm going to show you how to sell similar on Mercari. It's relatively easy, but for you guys that are sellers on eBay as well, if you don't know already, it's totally different. For a long time, I've been off for about a year and a half, as many of you know that follow this channel. We got into basically an internet desert, so that's why we was not putting out a lot of videos. And like many of you guys know, we've had a lot of gains and a lot of losses on our subscribers. We lost probably 400 to 800 people in a matter of a year and a half or so. So for a small channel like us, that's a big deal, but that's why we've not put them out till now. But you guys follow along with us. It's relatively easy, but there are some things you're going to have to watch out for on Mercari that you don't have to watch out for as much on eBay. But even with eBay, you still want to keep your eyes peeled, because you may make a mistake and then you'll have to do like us, a batch correction or something of that nature. All right, let's get going. All right, so I am already on an item that I'm going to list a similar item like. Now, to do this, a lot of times I'm going to take you somewhere and then I'm going to bring you back to this page. So just stick with me. The best way for you to sell a similar item, if you first come in to your page, is go to My Listings, okay? This is the way I've learned that's the easiest for me. And this brings up your latest group of listings that you've just put on, all right? You go here. Let me move this out of the way so I can drop that down, all right? And for every time you do that, you're going to get a new page that shows up in Mercari, so you're going to want to X out that other page so you don't accidentally make a mistake, think, oh man, I've got to do it again because it didn't take it, because it does take it. All right, so what you do is when you look through here, it's unlike eBay in the way that you see off to your right hand side usually. And I'm saying this because eBay may change their format, so I'm saying at this point, usually sell similar. All right, Mercari doesn't have anything. If you're just looking through here, you're going to say, oh my God, where do you sell similar? Well, guys, it's a little tricky. But if you look down here, it says have a similar item, all right? Now, it's not saying sell similar because you've got something like that item, or somebody's got, let's say, this nickel on, which this is mine, but they've got on a nickel, if you've ever looked at a nickel or whatever on somebody else's site. No, but you have an item that you want to sell that's similar, that's in your listings. So just go over here to have a similar item, right through here, sell yours, all right? So when it comes up, right now, what I'm going to sell is going to be similar. But let's start here. First off, you go to your upload pictures. Now, because this item is cheap, I'm only going to upload one photo. And as many of you know, this is the Indiana statehood Washington quarter that came out back during the statehood quarter era. Now, I want you to see here, it didn't bring over on the sell similar. This is some of the differences. It didn't bring up any photos, so you're going to have to load up your photo. You can't use somebody else's on Mercari, right? You look and you see it brought up the title, which says 1990 Jefferson Memorial Nickel BU. You're not going to want that, all right? So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to put in my title. This is where you're a little bit different from eBay. 2002 D colorized Indiana statehood quarter. And this grade is Gem BU. Now, some guys that sell statehood quarters, guys, if they're colorized or whatever, they're not going to consider it Gem BU, because they consider, the true purists will consider it sort of tainted, so they'd only put it at BU. But to me, I'm a collector, and I'm not so purist in that mindset, because it is a Gem BU quarter. They just colorized it to make it look cooler. So I like it that way. All right, now, you will want to copy your last item that you put on, so you can sort of cheat and put paste, and that gives you basically a format here, which I always use a format that you can copy and put down, and all you've got to do is put down the correction, okay? So I changed the date. I'm going to put this in the colorized statehood quarter area. Okay, and I'm going to put here, it's not just uncirculated, which would be basically MS60 for you guys that don't know nothing about coins, to MS63 or 4. But because this should rank in MS65 or higher grade if you send it off to NGC, PCGS, ICG, excuse me, got a little dust in my throat, or Annex, that should rate that grade. But you do want to change your tags because it will bring down your tags from your last item that you had listed. So this is going to be statehood. You want to change this here to Washington and change this over here to the denomination, which would be quarter. Okay, we don't want this category. We do not want it. It should go down here. All right, you want to change that. We don't want that. We're going to change the brand, put it at US Mint. It's new. It's got a, they'll give you a suggestion optional. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, to you buyers and sellers of Mercari, very inaccurate, okay? But I don't, I can see it's blue, so I'm going to try to put blue. Now, if the color looks a little different to you, again, forgive me, I can't see it very well. Right, the weight should be about right, about a quarter of a pound, which would be about $3.72. And the item should be about a $15 item, but I'm only wanting roughly $9 for this item, all right? Because I want to undercut my competition. They have over here a suggested price of $9 to $17. We don't want that. We're going to put it at 9 at my bottom floor. That puts my item on Mercari's promoted listings and keeps me in the search rankings more than if I just listed this item, let's say, at $8. Mercari's biggest glitch right now is their promoted items, because that $15 price is going to drop down to where it disappears from the promoted listing slot really quick. They go bam, bam, bam. It's instantaneously. Instead of going every day or every couple of weeks, that thing seems like it ends in just 2 or 3 days instead of a couple of weeks or a month. But anyway, going on, that's another video. Moving down, you just list it right there, and bam, you just listed a sell similar. Now I'm going to do that again for you guys, just so you can see what I did. Okay. We've got 2002 colorized Indiana statehood quarter, Jim BU, all right, all that. Let's see what my next item is. I'm going to delete this up here. I'm going to go right here because I got these set up. All right, we were going to have a 1977 proof Kennedy, and I'm going to show you the difference here, all right? So I'm giving you a little bit extra here on this item. I'm going to, let's see, go back to, move me down there, pull you up there, go down here. Okay, I want to sell this. Get it out of here. Let's go to have a similar item. Yeah, let's sell it. All right, so let me show you again. All right, there we go. That time it didn't because I went straight off of the item, but if you go to list an item over here in your own listings, my listings, you'll have a double tab that'll come open, and you'll want to close the one tab after you get the coin that you want to sell similar. All right, so here we go. Upload. Bam. Put the front face first. Put the reverse second. So you want the obverse, front side, then the reverse, usually. Okay, now, because of what you put up here, Mercari is saying, hey, I recognize this, their software, as a Kenny $50. All right, well, that's not a sell similar, guys. That's where their sell similar is way quirkier than eBay's, because you're going to have to do this yourself. And I usually just get rid of it all because it's easier that way. And I'm going to just write in here what I want, 1977-S Kennedy $50. Now you could do this, and this probably help you out. Let's do this for you guys. Memorial $50, and it is gem proof. Now you guys will notice if you look at my coin, let me pull it down here. if you could see this, it'd say Proof 65. That's a denotation to me as a seller of coins. I've been a coin hobbyist for about 30 years and been in this. My granny got me into it, but as far as an adult, I didn't really start collecting till I got my own money, could really afford it. And that was pretty much when I started getting my kids into 8, 9 years old. All right, but before that, I was just a little itty bitty hobby guy, and I just had a jar about this big, and my wife helped me get moving on and said, let's get on this. We can make some money by selling these coins. I said, oh my Lord, I don't have enough to sell. Well, she got me onto it, and we've been selling them and trading them ever since, and glad I have been. It's a good thing Kathy got us on it. All right, now, you see where I posted that and wrote it out, and you note that you got a 45 item title so far. You could go up to 80, but really there's no sense in it unless you just want to pack it. All right, so here we go. Let me make sure before I get going on that. That is a 77. Yeah, I got the right coin. Okay. I want to make sure that I got the right coin facing the right item. 1977-S. So I do once in a while make a big faux pas. It happens. Okay, and I'm just going to put here Kennedy because, guys, we all know what it is. All right, and because I don't like using anymore because of eBay's metrics and the way they search it and their limitations and the way they do it legally now, they want you to put a word designation instead of a grading designation. In other words, they wouldn't want me to put Proof 65, but they'll let me put Gem Proof, which basically means 65 plus. Okay, so whatever. The only ones that can do the grade designation is NGC, PCGS, Annex, ICG, etc. There's like 4 or 5 companies that will allow you on eBay to do. Mercari isn't so bad about it, but they'll probably get there knowing the way the system works in the world today. But anyway, because of that, I'm going to put Gem Proof, which basically is telling other collectors it's Proof 65 or higher if you send it in. But actually, guys, Proof is not a grade. So I want to put a slash there and put condition. Okay, because it's a condition. It's the way they manufacture the coin. And actually, even in some cases, depending on the collectors you're talking to, Gem BU is not actually a condition. It's a method of manufacture, which means it's 65 or higher as well, but it's MS because it's a business manufacturer. But anyway, I'm not going to get into all that because that's something else. Okay, so I've updated this, but I used a format, a template. You want to do the same. So what you want to do here, you notice my keywords need to be changed. Go here and put Kennedy, if you can spell it. Go half and dollar. Now those tags, guys, are very important. You're good in your category, good in your branding, good in your grading, but again, because of the look, you're going to put silver. That's not what it is. It's a collar option. Again, optional, right? That's fine. I am going to put on here $6 for this Proof coin, right? So there we go. And guys, that's how simple it is. But like I said, unlike eBay, if you put sell similar, excuse me, sell similar, it'll carry everything over on the eBay template. Mercari, it carries over a lot of times, but not entirely. The title, it'll carry over the tags, it'll carry over the category, and it'll carry over sometimes, and again, I have to emphasize this, sometimes the shipping. And if it doesn't, you want to change that shipping, because I've had coins that I've wanted to list at 4 ounces of shipping weight, which is $3.72, and they'll throw it to a pound, which is roughly $6.72, $6.78, etc. Or it'll go, excuse me again, 2 pounds, which can be up to $9 to $12 depending on the method of shipping you use. So it's very, very, very important that you keep an eye on that shipping, because if you don't, you're not going to sell your item very fast, if at all, because people's going to say, man, this guy's trying to make money on shipping via Mercari. And guys, I've got news for you. If you're a seller on Mercari, all that shipping money goes to Mercari. It's not going to come to you or to me. It goes to them. So any excess shipping pads Mercari's fees. So keep an eye out for that. That's something Mercari needs to change, because they want us to sell items. Sometimes we need to get a little bit of that shipping extra to pay for the supplies to pack, to ship the items. All right, guys. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find it helpful. If you got questions, put them in the comments below. If you got something to add or say, I forgot some, make sure to put them in the comments below. You have a great, wonderful day. Me and Kathy will see you all later. Bye-bye.